Extraction arrived at Mother Side Ops list updated.
Boss, about the prisoner you extracted from the central base camp. It seems that he's not the legendary gunsmith either.
Are you kidding me?
One of his apprentices. Now I'm really dying to meet this guy. We got intel on his location from the apprentice. Think you can recover him? I've added the details to your side ops list.
You are busting my balls, man. I got shot the fuck up for that prisoner. Holy shit. Wowie. Alright. I'm just taking a gander around the place. So, this is interesting. If you look at the picture up there, that guy kind of looks like one of my guys, but I'm just, my avatar rather, but maybe it's not. I don't know. We'll have to see. So, where is this one gonna take place? Back in Afghanistan still. The gunsmith you found at the central base camp was also just an apprentice. Extract the legendary gunsmith wandering the conflict zones. Third time's the charm.
Please
Alrighty.
select a landing zone.
Jesus. Hi, quiet. Your duty is to scout, not stare at me. Alright, I'll do it myself then. That's a lot of people. Half of those are decoys. I can tell which ones are and aren't decoys. Alright.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Clouds approaching.
I just want quiet to fucking mark these people. You know? That's all I want in my life. I might as well be kawaii. That's not kawaii. This is kawaii! Uh-oh. Oh, double uh-oh. I guess I should have expected this because we know these transport dudes stop and then fucking chat in this house. But goddammit. I told her to fucking scout this location and she's just kind of been not doing that. I'm waiting to move in.
Please select a deployment point.
But first I'm gonna need her ass to tell me where everybody is. Until then, I'll slightly move in and try not to piss anybody off.
Buddy has infiltrated out. The map has
There you
been
go.
updated.
Well, it's gonna take her a while to discover where everybody is. She's not like Dee Dee. God, Dee Dee was such a great companion. Is a great companion. He's not dead. But holy shit, you could just kind of stand outside of an outpost and he'll just woof, 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 woof. And you have the exact location of everybody within like 100 to 200 meters. With quiet, it's more of a, wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, now here's the info.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
I call bullshit. There's no way there's only like 3 fucking people. I'm sorry, Dee Dee. You're not Dee Dee. I'm sorry. Quiet. You're really irritating me.
Please select a drop point. Dispatch requested.
I feel really bad for like bitching about quiet so much, but things should just work sometimes. You know, And Dee, well, just works. He might sit there breathing into my goddamn ear for the entire day, but at least that comes with the perk of him spotting every single possible person. Okay, we are getting some extreme music here. Am I rescuing the best person ever? I mean, if they are the legendary gunsmith, I hope so.
Buddy has arrived.
Dee!
The map has been updated.
Look at this. Look at this. Already marked every single person, quiet didn't. Oh my god, you're such a good dog.
Good. Good. Good.
Look at this shit.
Good. Good.
If I wasn't a drug abuser with this fucking knock-nose cyanin, yeah, no, definitely dog is the best companion for being able to figure out where the fuck every single person is. And they're all permanently marked. You know, they're not like, oh, well, he lost attention for a second and now you don't know where everybody is. No, we know where everybody is now. They're marked on the map too. Oh. Wait. Are they not marked on the map too? Interesting. Okay. So they're temporarily marked, and so they don't count on the map until I actually mark them. But I at least know where the hell they are. And nothing ever happens where Dee will end up losing that focus. So, yeah, interesting. Alright, we need to save that prisoner. Is there an entrance from the right side? No. It's because they want to be cruel. So are these guys wearing night vision goggles yet?
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Negatory. That's a shame for them. Would help them out. Hey, decoy. I shouldn't scan decoys because then my fucking game goes... Yeah, well, this is embarrassing. Anyways, I shouldn't scan decoys because then I get it actually marked as if it's a real person. Okay. How are we going to do this?
Good. Good.
I wish I could tell, there he goes, he has the bark thing. I wish I could tell Dee. Actually, you know what? I can. Here. I want him to distract people by making him go into the place and, like, bark or something and then run away. Because that'd be awesome. But the counterpoint is that I can make him wait and then tell him to stay. Fuck, 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 fuck. I can't roll off. God damn you. God damn all of you. Fuck it. What the motherfuck was that? Somebody just like lasered my eyeballs right there. Ow. Yes, this is the target. Okay, alright, alright, alright.
Hold him off.
Well, if this is how things are gonna be every fucking time I try to save the gunsmiths, it's my own fault. I might as well kill everybody. Ow, mother, ow, Jesus! My health! It's gone! Where am I getting shot from? You! Oh my god, windows are the worst things to ever happen to my life. Where are you going, fuck ass? Oh, wait, no. I thought that the green icon, which is Dee running away, was the prisoner running away. I was like, what the fuck, gunsmith? No, we're good. No, Dee should stay away from this area. Assholes. Oh, fuck! Howdy, asshole. I'm gonna punch you as soon as you come down here. Jake, just kidding. We're waiting. Well, just kidding, we're not waiting. I kicked him off the stairs, or ladders. I like how this guy's shooting straight at my location. Okay, AI. Okay, yeah, you know exactly what you're doing. Well, you know what? While we're here, we might as well take out their comm unit. If they can shoot through the windows, I can shoot through the windows. There.
Outpost captured.
Yeah! Dig in! You'll totally be fine. I like how he started calling for help after I took that out. Please be the real gunsmith. He's got A+ research and development, so that's a plus.
Side op. Side ops list updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
My god. 3 gunsmiths. 3 combats. Right? Yeah, I'm trying to save the other one, got me in trouble too, boy. But it's alright. Everything is fine. We'll just be more careful. I don't throw too much attention to the side ops. So I'm totally okay with it. It's like, oh, alright, I just shot everybody. Oh no. Ugh. But it was so bad. I wanted to like crawl off of the ledge and it wouldn't let me do it. Apparently, out of all the times where the game is going to prevent you from falling off, it's the time when you're crawling and wanting to do it. Please tell me it's the right guy. Rules of 3, man. Rules of goddamn 3. Okay, let me see if I can accept these rewards before I forget, because I keep on not doing it. So, customize weapons? Here we go. Okay, this is what I've been looking forward to. So, now that we have this, we can begin to customize the weapons super effectively. Now, let's see what we have. So I can have a suppressor, and eventually optics, flashlight, laser, underbarrel, color. Ooh, colors. Fuck yeah, here we go! Look at all these camos. They have a lot more on here than they do for like cars and shit. Hold up now. Alright, I just wanted to test this out. So, the biggest thing that I'm gonna get from this is now when I buy this, or develop this Trank sniper rifle, it should allow me to put a suppressor on it. And then I can use a fucking Trank sniper rifle and be super ecstatic about it. We're gonna immediately put it to the test. Alright, hold up. Here we go. So we're gonna see what happens here, because I don't know how this works out. Do I have to develop other sniper rifles and get their customizations unlocked? Or what? Sniper rifle, Renov, muzzle accessory, suppressor! Kaboom! Okay. Guys, I'm so happy. I don't know what the hell these do. Oh, this increases the range. Nice. Okay. But I'm pretty content with all of this. I don't need all this secondary shit. Flashlights, laser sights, underbarrels, what? I just need a good sniper rifle that allows me to pinpoint accurate tranquilize people from long distances. Even like at 100 meters. Holy shit, that's gonna be super useful. Okay. And then obviously I can adjust everything else. Can I ooh. What can I do for this? I can take out the flashlight if I want. That's really about it. Not much to it. But I can customize it. When I shoot people, I'm gonna shoot them with the power of bling. Where's the bling, man? The closest I have is this one over here. I'm disappointed. I want to shoot it with the power bling. But it was worth it. All this was worth it. Did I apply the sniper rifle? Good. Sniper! Trank sniper! With suppressor. I'm gonna have to like go through this, because there are definitely a few things that I want to equip maybe in the future. You know, have an assault rifle or something with various customizations. Whoa! Snake eater! You don't even know what's going on here, Quiet. This is an amazing track. Lovely track. At the same time, it tells a sad story.
Good dog.
Dog, you don't know anything about the boss?
Good dog.
You don't know what's out there. Ah. This is such a nice song.
In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
So you finally found that legend of a gunsmith. The guys on the R&D team are dumbfounded. They say he's every bit as good as the stories. With him working for us, you'll be able to customize your weapons. Try it out in the ACC.
I already have. I'm not using him for a terribly large amount, right? I save him, I just make him put a suppressor on a gun. And he's like, really? I can do many things. I can add grenade launchers to grenade launchers, and you just want to put a suppressor on a trank sniper rifle? And I'm like, yeah, that's all I need in my life. Alrighty. I want to continue the main storyline, but at the same time, a good bit of the story is always hidden away in the cassettes. So we're gonna do some side ops, so we're actually gonna listen to the shit that Emmerich has to say. Because I need to learn more. What has he been up to all these 9 years? I mean, besides the fact he was forced to research for everybody else, but yeah, you know, it happens, right?
It wasn't just Cypher. Back in the Caribbean, every eye in the world was turned on us. A private army, just a bunch of guys with guns, in possession of a nuke? Why wouldn't they be uncomfortable?
And that's why you made sure the inspection happened.
Well, I thought our best move was to prove to the UN through the IAEA that we had no nuke. Of course, I was against us having it in the first place, but that was Snake's decision.
The boss wasn't responsible.
Well, don't get me wrong, I still believed in Snake. I thought I was making the best decision for all of us, that's all. I figured we should get a third party to exonerate us before proof of the nuke did get out. And who better to do that than an organization with international authority?
So the truth is, you took it upon yourself to agree to an inspection arranged by the UN. Only the inspection was a ruse, and Cypher's strike force, XOF, showed up instead.
I had no idea that would happen.
Enough bullshit!
Oh, sure, like I could have known. You know, I was just trying to prove our innocence to the world. What's wrong with that?
We're not interested in the excuses you thought up. The truth is objective.
Just see it from my point of view.
You led XOF to the control tower. They seized it, giving them complete control over the base. Moments later, they detonated C4 on the strut legs. Anyone who'd managed to survive was hunted down by the assault force and their choppers.
You can't believe I did that on purpose.
That was the end of Mother Base. But it wasn't the end for you.
How can you... Look, think about it. I lost something too. I built Zeke and it got buried underwater. I am a victim.
That raises the big questions. Why were you the only one spared? You got away without a scratch. Why did Strangelove leave the base on the eve of the inspection? You two were close.
Strangelove?
And how did you manage to build something that surpasses Zeke in every way? Because you did everything they told you. You're the only one who didn't lose a thing. That is the truth.
I was taken away against my will. Skullface forced me to do his research these past 9 years. He used me. I lost 9 years.
9 years. We all lost 9 years. It wasn't just you.
I suppose blaming me makes you feel better, does it? But who's gonna give me back all the time I lost?
You're not getting anything back. You're not a victim here, Emmerich. You're the perpetrator.
I didn't know anything.
Nobody can back that up.
Yeah, all the evidence is at the bottom of the ocean.
God damn, they're brutal.
Man to break. The type who's fooling himself. That takes time. It's easier to live a convenient lie than a painful truth. Is that the piece you've chosen, Doc?
I'm not lying.
Of course. Just let me check one or two things. On that day, you were in the control tower.
Oh, shit.
Lucky you. That's how you got out unscathed. And you escaped on one of their choppers. Only you, right before the base went under.
They had me blindfolded the whole time. I've never been so scared. The whole flight, I thought they'd kill me. But thinking of you kept me going. My comrades, all the way.
And?
There was a plane journey, then we traveled by road. When they finally took off the blindfold, I was in kind of a warehouse, on the floor. Afghanistan, it was that research lab. I couldn't believe they'd taken me halfway around the world. And soon enough, he came.
Skullface.
He's the one who's really behind that mother base attack. He forced me into that research.
What kind of research?
He told me to build a bipedal walking tank for the Soviet Union. Like Peace Walker. A system that could fire an ICBM-class nuclear weapon. That's how the Sahelanthropus project got started.
Sahelanthropus.
Those AI weapons I'd made in Costa Rica were like toys by comparison. A whole world apart from reptilian four-legged crawling and that ridiculous hunched-over bipedal waddling. My design evolved to the dawn of mankind. Sahelanthropus, the first steps towards humanity. An upright bipedal weapon system. Originally, Sahelanthropus was going to be a manned weapons platform. I designed a cockpit in its head, and I planned to fill it with water as a buffering agent.
Like how Paz modified Zeke for human control.
Don't compare me to some amateur. I designed it for human control from the beginning. The problem was miniaturizing the posture control AI. You remember the reptile pod?
The AI that controlled your unmanned weapons.
Attaching it externally makes it vulnerable, so this time I wanted it beneath the armor. Meaning I had to make the AI smaller. I got it down to less than 1/10 the size without any loss in computation speed. But it was still too big for the cockpit. There wasn't enough room for the pilot. If I made the head bigger, its body would have to be bigger to support it. Too big to be practical. In the end, human piloting was taken off the table. I tested a remote control system too, but there was the time lag and I wasn't satisfied with its precision either. Plus, it would be useless if the enemy jammed it. So next, I went back to trying an AI-only system. To do that, I had the AI pods recovered from Nicaragua. This was a hybrid AI, a combination of Peace Walker's reptile and mammal pods. The only AIs that had ever successfully operated an unmanned nuclear weapon system.
Really? You'd need some help to get that working. Expert help. Did you work with someone?
I worked alone.
You did that yourself?
That's the thing. The AI didn't pan out in the end either. But I did finally get Sahelanthropus walking by folding over its upper body to lower its center of gravity. The first upright bipedal locomotive weapon system in the history of mankind. I guess technically it falls into the anthropoid ape category.
I don't see the benefit of having it stand taller.
On terrain with significant differences in elevation like Afghanistan, you need a body that's vertically adaptable. That also lets it attack from long range while using mountain ridges for cover. So, making it walk upright was the most important factor in giving it superior height capability. As the name suggests, that was the whole point of Sahelanthropus. But I was being pushed for results. Having the AI mounted externally would have been the fastest way to get it working. I just needed more data so it could maintain its balance. But Skullface refused to wait. He dismissed the idea of AI control and took Sahelanthropus away from me before I could finish it.
But it was walking when it came after you.
That's just it. I don't understand how Skullface got it to move upright, without a pilot or an AI. And walking at that speed, too. It's beyond anything I could have imagined. This is like the Wright brothers making it to the moon.
Development complete.
I'm just as clueless as you are.
So this Sahelanthropus, where is it now?
I have no idea. All my experiments took place at that cave. I've never seen it anywhere else.
The map
Besides,
is being updated.
it's still just an incomplete prototype at this point and nothing but a paper tiger. Even if it can walk, it's far from being a viable weapons platform. It wouldn't be useful in actual battle.
Emmerich will remain here at Mother Base for now, but not as a member of Diamond Dogs. I still don't trust him. That work for you? Fine by me. He can't be allowed any contact with staff either. Yeah. A lot of the guys would love some payback for 9 years ago.
Analysis complete.
We still need him alive. But we have to
Analysis
restrict his
complete.
movements. He can only go where we tell him. And of course, the interrogations will continue. He worked for that skull bastard for nearly a decade. He still has more to tell us. How long are we gonna press him? If our investigation shows he really had nothing to do with the attack, we'll reconsider his place here. But I don't expect that to happen. Remember that water tank-shaped object in Emmerich's lab in the Soviet base camp? The thing that started talking to you like a possessed answering machine. That was a pod built for housing the AI used to control unmanned weapons. You remember, back in '74 in Costa Rica. It was in those machines you fought there. They were designated Pupa, Chrysalis, Cocoon, and Basilisk. And each of them was fitted with an AI unit called a reptile pod. Emmerich created it. It mainly handled the machine's posture control and autonomous behavior. But the Basilisk, aka Peace Walker, also featured a second AI pod. That one was called the Mammal Pod, and it was created by Dr. Strangelove. She tried to recreate the boss's personality through the Mammal Pod, but you pulled out its memory boards. That's when it transferred its own functions to its reptile pod. Just like a human brain compensating for damage by using the remaining healthy parts. The result?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Hybrid of the reptile and the mammal. It sank to the bottom of Lake Nicaragua with Peace Walker. But apparently they salvaged it and transported it to that lab. Don't let it deceive you, Snake. It may sound like the boss, but it has neither a personality...
He's coming too.
or a will.
Roger that.
Like Emmerich says, it's just a machine.
Yeah, but it's so weird. It's got the voice of the boss. It's like, Jack, is that you? It has to have some kind of recognition software. That doesn't mean it means anything,
Analysis complete.
but it's definitely something that makes me go, oh boy. Alright, that was an alright test run with the sniper rifle. I didn't knock out the people as fast as I wanted to. So the darts are still pretty much like normal trank darts. They still have to either hit the head or hit the person 3 times. But pretty much everyone within like a 70 meters I was hitting in the head, and they were getting knocked out. So that's pretty good.
Users arrived to go
You gotta extract him.
Hello!
That's the target.
I guess I'll save you. You know, it's actually kind of amusing. This is the second chick that we're getting. I could have sworn that we would have had a far higher amount of chicks before. This is an army without borders, an army without genders. Except for the fact that 99% of it is male.
Side ops list updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
So that was pretty solid. Let me see how many times this takes to fire. 1,
Development project
2,
has been added.
3, 4, 5, 6. Dude, alright. So this has the capability of doing at least 10 shots with a suppressor. 10 tranks. 10 super accurate tranks. That's really nice. I'm a fan of that.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Wait, hold up. What about not having the ammo for it? Or being able to supply anything? I didn't pick up anything. Oh, the mines. Alright. I got worried. I was like, wait, but I need suppressors. Please let me get more suppressors. I feel really bad for Otacon, though. Or, well, Emmerich. They do some really insinuating interrogation. Obviously, that's because they full on believe that he's the one responsible for everything. And in the way, even if he didn't mean for any of that to happen, he's still responsible for all the shit that did happen. You know? There was an attack, yeah, he didn't know, but it happened because he allowed a bunch of strangers into their base. And without permission. But god damn, dude. I just feel so bad for him. He's getting grilled by people who he thought were gonna be like, oh shit, hey guys, remember, we were friends, comrades, and nope. What are you growling at? Oh, that guy's waking up, that's why. Okay. That's okay, because he doesn't suspect anything. He's just gonna go back to his spotlight duty. He was growling at him. Alright, let's listen to a couple more things. I need to learn more about everything.
You called that thing Sahelanthropus. Where does the name come from?
Well, several years ago, an excavation team discovered a hominid skull in the Sahel region.
Central Africa, the Southern Sahara.
Cypher gave the specimen the name Sahelanthropus, man of Sahel. And then they covered the whole thing up.
Why?
They probably wanted to monopolize information about human evolution to have a head start in their genetic research. At least, until they had an idea of what they'd found.
It was that big of a discovery, huh?
Sahelanthropus was a gracile hominid, estimated to have lived about 7 million years ago. What's significant about it is how its skull's foramen magnum faces down. In other words, its spinal column supported its head from underneath.
Yes!
It stood upright.
Right. Which would mean Sahelanthropus walked upright 3 million years before Australopithecus, making it the world's oldest human species.
Walking upright. I get it. Hence the name Sahelanthropus for your machine.
Walking upright was the decisive difference between our ancestors and other anthropoids. Our brains could get heavier once they were supported by the spinal column. That led to the use of tools and the development of complex communication through language. Only man is capable of this. My creation will be the progenitor of all bipedal weapon platforms.
And you did this for Cypher.
No, not at all. Sahelanthropus is the best.
When you want to begin a mission, open your iDroid and select it from the mission list. I sent a list of selectable missions to your iDroid.
Exactly like the
They're all jobs that only you can handle.
I fucked up!
Upright.
Which would mean he's
Walking up. Hence the name.
our brains could get that led to bipedal weapon platforms.
And you did this for Cypher.
No, not at all. Sahelanthropus is the best proof that I never betrayed you guys.
What do you mean?
The reconstructed Sahelanthropus skull looked exactly like the skull we used as our logo 9 years ago in the Caribbean.
An army without a nation. Outside the world order.
The design was based on Pangea, the supercontinent that existed 250 million years ago, right?
Yeah. When the world was a single landmass, that concept's at the source of our strength.
I felt the same way about Sahelanthropus. Sure, I was forced to build it under their orders, but I always wanted to put its technology back in our hands someday. That's the reason I incorporated the old insignia into Sahelanthropus's name. Don't you see? That's how much I was thinking about you guys.
Oh, I see, all right. I see someone desperate to cover his ass. You can say whatever you want after the fact. But that skull also symbolizes somebody else. Skullface.
Snake, you finally came. Just don't record this, okay?
I'm not recording anything. What's this about?
What I'm about to say stays between you and me. It's about the weapon to surpass Metal Gear. You know a researcher by the name of Clark? He works in the biotech industry, real advanced stuff. His area is bioengineering, but lately he's also gotten into genetic research.
Never heard of him.
Well then, what do you know about cloning?
I think I've heard enough.
Hold on, this is important. Cloning lets you create a genetic copy of an organism. You take the nucleus of one of its cells, and you swap it with the nucleus of an unfertilized egg from another member of the same species. They started out working with plants, but since then they've had success with other organisms, including...
We've heard there's an Afrikaans English interpreter operating somewhere in that area. If you extract him, he could be plenty useful for us.
research groups, other organisms, including mammals. It's a hot area for a lot of places right now. Corporations, universities, research groups. There's no shortage of scientists out to get famous and patent their work, with morality taking a back seat.
Isn't that a little outside your field?
It's got nothing to do with my research,
Complete.
but I thought it might be of interest to
Analysis
you.
Complete.
Cloning, and Dr. Clark, I mean.
Go on.
Now, this is really highly classified stuff, but I've heard that an
Analysis
American
complete.
biotech company has successfully cloned a human being. What's more, it happened over 10 years ago, and the researcher behind it was Dr. Clark. You've really never heard of him?
I don't meet many doctors.
This Dr. Clark is a complete ghost, even to others in his field. His age, where he comes from, that might not be his real name. And I can't even say for sure he's a he. Clark's employer, ATGC, its company motto is embracing your hopes,
Analysis
preserving
complete.
talent.
What does this have to do with me?
Cypher. Dr. Clark works for ATGC, and they have connections to DARPA. Cypher couldn't function without the communications network DARPA's built. Meaning, Cypher has to be a part of the Pentagon. Or at least, the two are joined at the hip. DARPA is a driving force behind human cloning. It's a pretty high priority project for them. And this Dr. Clark, some say he's a pivotal player in Cypher. But that's not all. Every cell nucleus in an organism contains the genetic information for that organism. Think of it as a blueprint for life. Clark appears to be working on how to decode this information and rearrange it at will. If you could do that, it would mean being able to custom design human beings for specific purposes. Can you believe that? Suppose for a moment that this is all fact. A man of your talents, if your genetic information died with you, that would be a terrible loss for mankind. But what if mankind could preserve you for future generations
Dude.
by cloning you?
All
No.
right, enough. I get the idea.
Look, I know it's inductive reasoning, but this weapon to surpass Metal Gear they're developing in Africa, I believe it's something that uses this new technology. Speaking as a fellow scientist, it chills me to the bone.
That's rich coming from you.
If genes serve as our blueprint, then I wonder if they include an impulse that drives us to tweak the design. Can you imagine that? Genes encoded with information that wants its children to decode it. Is life itself putting the direction of our next evolution in the hands of scientists? I guess it would take some real arrogance to believe that. And yet, it could be what Cypher's after.
I think you're barking up the wrong tree. But that was an interesting story. It'd make a good movie.
Ah,
You have to believe me.
Where'd you hear all this anyway?
Where? I just overheard it in bits and pieces while I was forced to do that research for them.
Right.
Wait a minute. Look, I want to help you. I want to be of service here. I'm risking my life with this.
Is that so? Maybe it's time we brought someone else into the conversation.
No, not him. Not Ocelot. You can't do this.
uh-oh. Hi, friend. What are you looking at? So, it's important to note, obviously, that we know about the Les Enfants Terribles project. Earlier, either Kaz or Ocelot directly mentioned it, so that project's already happened by this point. And I'm pretty sure that's how Big Boss reacted the way he did when he was like, okay, cloning, I've heard enough. So it's very interesting that
Analysis
either Emmerich doesn't know about it,
Analysis
That's the target.
or he did, and he was just like, no, you gotta learn about this. There's someone working on cloning and stuff still. Oh, gosh. So is that all that we got on Emmerich so far? Because if so, then I'm gonna go find me some Metal Gears.
Side op completed.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Base. Unit function added.
Let's see. No more helmets for people, please. Go, maybe rank dudes.
Unit dispatched.